talking about screening and improving access on food plots right here on Landbeat. Man, this is a problem we've seen so much with small properties, lots of roads, even big properties, is roads in food plots or roads next to food plots. And this specific food plot is kind of out on a little knoll off the main road, but it's fairly close. And because it's the higher, basically the food plot is higher, sloping down to the road, which is 40 yards to my left, your right. And if a deer is standing in the food plot and we hadn't done TSI, we hadn't done burning, and it was wide open understory like it was when we bought the farm, a deer could stand in the food plot and look right down the road. So if we were going further onto the property, deer knew the game was up just by standing out here and watching us. Or after dark, when we're walking out, they're standing here. So we're always trying to eliminate pressure. And that's just not only hunting pressure, but just overall pressure moving throughout the property. And so one of the ways that we're combating that is with the perennial screen. This is cave and rock switchgrass, and it's in year 3, so it's probably 5-6 foot tall. Some of it's down a little shorter as it's competing with the trees. But we've got a good screen here that is helping shield the food plot, and especially the deer eyes in the food plot, down to the road. The other thing we've done is thin the forest and burn it. Now we have a lot of understory growing up. So last year I was successful during the late doe season to come through down the road, pop out in the food plot, and was able to harvest a big doe out of the food plot that had no idea I was out here. And all of that was accomplished through thinning the forest, planting the screen, and allowing deer to feel comfortable out here, and allows me to navigate the property. Bad access has ruined and is currently ruining lots of properties. If you want to improve the daylight activity on your farm, one of the biggest things you have to do is improve your access. Maybe it's creating a new road, maybe it's adding screens to help secure successful navigation through your farm. It's important to note, look right here, we've got a bigger oak, 16, 8-inch DBH oak, and our switchgrass was planted to the exact same time, is much shorter because it's competing with the oak tree. This switchgrass is under the drip line of the oak. The same thing is true with your food plots. If you're trying to carve out food plots underneath larger oaks, you are really going to struggle with fall plantings because of the amount of moisture and nutrients that those trees take. If it's pine trees, you don't have to worry about it. They have a taproot. They're not going to compete nearly as bad. But with oaks, fibrous root system, you're going to see a lot more competition with the amount of moisture. So this indicates how much it takes out of the ground from the switchgrass. Now look over here. You can see how much taller that is where the oaks were killed. So we killed those trees. We have a lot softer edge. There's a lot more herbaceous sumac, goldenrod, and different natives growing. So we have this transition from planted edge or planted screen to native screen. So it gives us a good 20-30 yards of screening cover, and that's occurring because we had to kill some of these mediocre oaks. Acorn, big acorn producing trees, maybe we can get by with not killing them, but some of the mediocre ones on your food plot edge might need to go.